What do you think about the these things that I'm using? Sony A7 IV.
Great.
It's great. See, yeah, it's
Yeah.
I've been, I Googled around just trying to find a camera that can do video and photography pretty well. And obviously going with just like generic lenses, prime lens. I resisted everything. My whole journey with these camera thing, I'm trying to figure stuff out. Is like prime lenses seem so stupid. Like, so for prime lenses, it's like a fixed zoom thing.
Yep.
It's like, why? Because I remember I was going to like Ukraine and thinking it's similar, like yeah, very similar to spaceflight, but you're very constrained because you're going into an unknown environment. You go into a war zone, you go into a front, you don't know what, like you don't know anything,
Right.
and there's like a little suitcase you have to like figure out like how do you film this, what's robust, what gives you like a good image versus the flexibility versus the weight. His weight is important there. You have to think about like, can you really bring like a bunch of zoom lenses and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
So I had to learn really quickly. But yeah, it's a whole journey that you've already been on. But it's nice to have a beginner like me like to
sure.
explore that. I think there's a nice thing, just like as we've been talking about with a beginner's mind, to not let equipment get in the way of like what your vision is of what a thing should look like.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like especially if you're a professional videographer, photographer, cinematographer, whatever you call it, you can like fetishize equipment too much. You could get so much equipment, and I've interacted that because I've been trying to learn from other people that have so much more experience than me. I think their advice is often like very pushing a lot of equipment versus like the final thing. Like, how do you create the art of it? Like, because to me, even photography is just like storytelling. And so, like, a lot of the discussion to me that I enjoy, especially talking to creative people, is like the final story. Like how, and I've learned, like light is a weird thing. Like, it's so interesting. It's so interesting how you can create emotion with light. Like with a little, you can take a phone and like you light your face in different ways, and like it changes the emotion.
Oh yeah,
it's so weird. I'm like, holy shit! Like, because like that's the conversation I want to have. Like, people give me advice how to light a scene and all that kind of stuff is great, but the reality is that a little bit of light in a different direction, that you have to understand how that changes
the contour on your face and everything,
and the expression that your face can, like the expression that could be effectively communicated under different lighting conditions, and then like the mystery of like having some of your face in darkness and some not. When you can only see the eyes and not the face, when the background is visible or not. I mean, there's it's all just like this interesting art form that can be so powerful when you're telling a story.